Good morning, students. Our next topic is product space. So first we define the Cartesian product of two non-empty sets. So let us take two non-empty sets x1 and x2. Then their Cartesian product, that is the collection of all those ordered pairs in which the first coordinate is from the set x1 and the second coordinate x2 that belongs to the set x2. So this is the Cartesian products of the sets x1 and x2, which is the collection of all those ordered pairs in which the first element belongs to the set x1 and the second element belongs to the set x2. In the same way, we can define the Cartesian product for n non-empty sets. So let us take x1, x2, x3 up to xn. These are the n sets. Then their Cartesian product, that is denoted by the product xi, where I varies from 1 to n. This Cartesian product is the collection of all those n tuples in which the first coordinate is x1, second coordinate is x2 and so on. Nth coordinate is xn and each xi in this belongs to xi, means x1 belongs to set x1, x2 belongs to set x2 and so on. Xn belongs to the set xn. So this product, that is called the Cartesian product of n sets. And now we can define the Cartesian product of a family of sets. So let us take family of the sets having the members denoted by xi. Here this capital I, that denotes the family of indexes, and this I belongs to the index set. So the product of xi's, this is defined as the collection of all the products in which these xi belongs to the sets xi for every I belonging to the index set. This is the Cartesian product for a family of sets. And next we define the product topological space and the product topology. So let us take a collection of topological spaces having the members xi with topology tau I. Here this I belongs to index set. This is a collection of topological spaces, and let us take X as the product of these xi's. Now firstly let us define two products which are called very special products and special products. So firstly let us define what is very special product. Very special products are the products of the form product of AI, where these AIs are is equal to xi for all except one I, and for that one I the member AI belongs to the topology tau I. This kind of products, these are called very special products, and these kinds of products, they forms a sub-base for the topology of product space. So alpha pi, we have denoted this very special product. And next we define special products. The special products are the products of the form product AI, where these AI are is equal to xi for all except finitely many i's, and those finitely many i's, for those finitely many i's, AI belongs to tau I. These kind of products, these are called special products, and these kind of products forms the base for the topology of product space. This alpha pi, that is subbase, and beta pi, that is the base for the topology of the product space. The topology on the product space, that is denoted by tau pi, and this is called product topology, or it is called the Tikhonov topology on the set X. And the ordered pair consisting of X with the topology tau pi, that is called product topological space for the collection of the topological spaces given by the members xi with topologies tau I. Here I belongs to the index set. Thus alpha pi is defining subbase, beta pi is defining base, and tau pi is the Tikhonov product topology. Next we define what is projection map. Let us take a collection of topological spaces having the members xi with topologies tau I, and let us take x is the product of these xi's. Then for each I belonging to the index set, we can define a mapping denoted by pi, which is from the product space into the component spaces, or we can say coordinate spaces xi. These xi are the coordinate spaces of x. So projection map is defined from the product space x into the component space xi. Now let us define it. To define projection map, let us take an element belonging to the product space. Now the product space is x, so let us take an element x belonging to x. Now by definition of product space, x is of the form product of xi, where I belongs to the index set and each xi belongs to the coordinate space xi. So let us define pi of x is equal to xi. So the mapping defined by pix is equal to xi. This is called the projection map from the product space x into the coordinate space xi. In terms of projection map also, we can define subbase and base. Previously we defined subbase to be a very special product and base in the forms of special products. And in terms of the projection maps, the subbase of product topology, that is the collection of all those subsets of x which are the inverse images of members of topology tau I. So we can say subbase is a collection of all those A which are subset of x and of the form pi inverse of B, where B belongs to the topology tau I. This forms defining subbase for the product topology, and we know that the collection of finite intersections of the members of subbase, they forms a base for a topology. So here the collection of finite intersections of this collection, they will form base for the product topology. So these are the some definitions which we have to keep in mind. Now we'll do some important properties of projections. So the first property, the Tikhonov product topology is the smallest topology such that the projection maps are continuous. So firstly we will show that the projection maps, those are continuous, and then we'll prove that the Tikhonov product topology is the smallest topology such that the projections are continuous. So first of all, let us take the collection of the topological spaces having the members xi with topology tau I, and we define x to be the product space which is given by product of xi. By definition of product, x is the set consisting of the elements of the form of product of xi's, where these xi belongs to the coordinate spaces xi for every I belonging to the index set, and tau pi, that is the product topology on the set x. Let us define projection map from the product space x into the component space xi by taking an element x from here. So pi of x will be an element of xi, and that element we have taken as xi. So we can define pi of x is equal to xi, and alpha pi, which is the collection of the members which are of the form pi inverse of B, and this B belongs to tau I. This collection is defining subbase for the product topology, and the collection of finite intersections of the members of alpha pi, that is the base for the product topology. Now let us prove the projection map Pi from X into Xi, that is continuous. As we already discussed that a function is continuous if and only if the inverse image of every open set in Xi is open in X. Now so let us take an open set in the coordinate space Xi. So that member we have taken as B. B is open set in Xi, it means B belongs to the topology tau I. Now by definition of defining subbase for the product topology, the members which are from tau I, their inverse images under the projection map, they are belonging to defining subbase, because here B is belonging to tau I. So by definition of subbase, its inverse image under Pi, that will belong to alpha pi. Now because alpha pi is defining subbase for topology, and by definition that is a sub collection of topology, so we can say that alpha pi is contained in tau pi, and therefore the members which are belonging to alpha pi, they will also be in tau pi, and therefore Pi inverse of B, that belongs to the topology tau pi. So we have proved that inverse image of every open set in Xi is open in X, and so by definition we can say that the projection map Pi, that is continuous. Now it remains to prove that the Tikhonov product topology is the smallest topology such that the projection is continuous. So let us take another topology on the set X such that the projection map is continuous. That topology we have taken as tau star. So the projection from the product space X into Xi, that is continuous. Now we have to prove that tau pi Tikhonov product topology is contained in this topology tau star. So first of all, we prove that the defining subbase of the product topology, that is contained in tau star, and also base is contained in tau star. So firstly let us show that the defining subbase is contained in tau star. So let us take a member A belonging to defining subbase alpha pi. Now by definition of defining subbase, A is of the form of inverse image of members of tau I under the projection map. So A is of the form Pi inverse of B, where B belongs to the topology tau I. Now because Pi is projection map and therefore that is continuous, we are given. So the inverse image of B, that belongs to tau star. Now Pi inverse of B is A, so A belongs to tau star. Thus we have proved for A belonging to alpha pi, A belongs to tau star. It means alpha pi is contained in tau star. So we have proved that the defining subbase is contained in the topology tau star. Now we prove that the defining base beta pi, that is also contained in the topology tau star. So let us take an arbitrary member H belonging to the defining base beta pi. Now by definition of defining base, the members of defining base are the finite intersections of the members of subbase. So H is finite intersections of some members of alpha pi. But because alpha pi is contained in tau star, it means H is finite intersections of some members of tau star. Now because tau star is a topology and a topology is closed under finite intersections. So if we take finite number of members from tau star, then their intersection also belongs to tau star. So we can say that H belongs to the topology tau star. So we have proved the defining base that is also contained in the topology tau star. Now let us prove that the product topology is contained in the topology tau star. So let us take an arbitrary member from the topology tau pi. So that member we have taken as G. G belongs to tau pi. Now because beta is the base for the topology tau pi, and by definition of base, every tau open set can be written as the union of some members of base. Because G is open set, so G can be written as the union of some members of beta pi. So there exists a sub collection of beta pi such that G can be written as union of those members. That sub collection we have taken as beta dash. So G is union of A, where A belongs to beta dash. Now beta dash is a sub collection of beta pi, and beta pi that is contained in tau star. So we can say that G is the union of some members of the topology tau star. But tau star is a topology, and therefore it is closed under arbitrary unions, and therefore we can say that union of A belongs to beta dash, that belongs to the topology tau star, and this is G. So we can say that G belongs to tau star. So we have shown that a member G belonging to the topology tau pi, then it belongs to tau star. So we can say that tau pi, the Tikhonov product topology that is contained in the topology tau star. So this proves that Tikhonov product topology is the smallest topology such that the projection maps are continuous.